Um, so um, first of all, sorry about that. So it's really bad. Yeah. Okay. So if you have been with me, you've known the strategy I share with you guys here on YouTube. Um, you can call it whatever you want to call it, but first of all, is about the strategy is reverse round um AVGs, that's fair value gap, and here's the kick. These two basic things that move price face is inefficiency in price delivery. Second is liquidity. Like if you noticed, all this high price keep making high. This is high right here, and look what this portion did. If you look closely, this portion right here, did you see that candles weak has swept liquidity above there? So price will always move from inefficiency to liquidity or from liquidity to inefficiency. So look what happened in London section right here. London section begins at 2 o'clock New York time to um, 2 o'clock to 5 5 a.m. Yeah, that's London section for you. So look what happened during this London section. So during this London section, there's a fair value gap here. Remember we said fair value gap is a triple candlestick pattern in which the first candlestick high does not overlap with the candle number 3 low. We've taught and described in our previous video, we've taught and described candlestick anatomy. We've taught you about the opening price, the closing price, the high and the low of the candlestick. So in a bullish scenario, in fair value gap is a triple candlestick pattern in which the high of the first candle does not overlap with the low of the third candle, whereby creating a gap in the second candle. So watch what happened right here. Price came inside that fair value gap right there, then respected the low of the fair value gap, and also candle body closure was below. Let's take this out. So kind of go to settings, go to and middle line remove right there. So if you notice this fair value gap, the body of the candlestick respected the consequent encroachments of that fair value gap and pushed to the upside. That alone is a very nice setup. How do we enter this trade? We simply go to the 1 minute time frame, come over here. Now look close and watch closely inside this 1 minute time frame. This, now watch. This is, we look for breaking market structure. As you can see, price has been coming down, creating liquidity points. All these highs, price moves to the upside, breaks low, created a retracement. This is a liquidity point, comes down, moves up again, created a high. That's a liquidity point as well, right at this high candlesticks high right there. So this liquidity point is where we now look for break in market structures. Now if you watch closely, this kind of green candlestick broke that high. Disregard this week because I personally don't use the week. So this candlestick broke high. Then once candlestick broke the structure of the previous candle, we now look forward fair value gap in this 1 minute time frame. In this swing that broke the high, you can notice there's a fair value gap here right there. Did you see that? There's a fair value gap right there. That is our entry, guys. That is our entry for 1:1 or 1:2 max, because we are what? We are scalpers. So we take that as our entry. Did you see that? Where do you keep your stop loss? Right below this low. Where do you target 1:1? You see, that's your 1:1. Probably here. But they didn't hit us to 1:2 max target. So this is the simplest strategy that works, and this is what I'm teaching in my WhatsApp group. So guys, if only you can do this, just follow this simple strategy. Once you're in the marketplace, call it your London section, which is 2 o'clock AM to 5 p.m. New York time. You come over here, then you look for fair value gap in the 1 hour, probably in the 30 minutes. The least you can go scale down is 15 minutes. Once you see fair value gap, you wait for price to come back to that fair value gap. Then once it comes back, it will create if an opposing liquidity. Once it creates an opposing liquidity, you now wait for the change in that liquidity. For example, if it was a bullish, like what we have here, a bullish fair value gap, you will see structure in the 1 hour, in a 1 minute time frame, which is your entry, creating a downtrend. And once there is a break in market structure, you look for fair value gap as your entry. That is just how to trade this strategy. Make sure it's 1:1 or 1:2 max that you are targeting. Once you do that, you'll have an edge in this market. So that is very, very important. That is very, very important. So I just wanted to do this quick review so that if you have any question concerning what I just did now, you leave it in the comment section. So this is how you've been seeing my Facebook reel at Boss Joe. Yes, that's you've been seeing what I've been doing. Basically, this is one of the things I look for. Although this is not the only thing I do in the market, like my setup, but this is one of the basic setup that really works for me. This fair value gap. So I hope this was insightful, quite obvious. So that is that about this setup. I wanted checking gold 15 minutes. Okay, this is gold on 15 minutes time frame. You notice these rejections. Okay, get over to the 1 hour time frame. You notice that there is a kind of fair value gap right here. We say fair value gap is a triple is candlestick per ant in which the if it's a bearish sentiment in which the low of the first candle does not overlap with the high of the third candle. So this now is a valid fair value gap. So we draw something out like this. So once you see this, what do? You head over to the 1 minute time frame. What are you looking at? You are looking at breaking market structures. As you can see, prior before it enters the fair value gap, there has been movement, retracement, movement. Now I think this is the least structure low that needs to be broken before you look for entry. Exactly. So once this structure low has been destroyed with the body close with this candle, this would have been your entry, targeting at least this other low as sell side liquidity. See, sell side liquidity. So where would you have entered in this market? You see, once this candlestick body close below, there is fair value gap. On this candlestick close below itself, it has created a fair value gap. There's also another fair value gap right here. If you notice that, there's a fair value gap right there. So that would have been a nice trade for you there. It's a late entry, but I'm still gonna enter. Why I'm entering based off this fair value gap here. There's a little fair value gap right there. So because it's a late entry, now notice how will I scale down to have where I put my stop loss. The best place to put stop loss would have been this high, and because my entry is late and I want to be conserved so that I can get my probably 1:1. I'm not afraid to see because I've also reduced my lot size. I'm not afraid to see the straight stop to me out. So I'm just going to put something like this 1:1. That's one exactly 1:1. Something like that. Okay. So if it breaks above the structure, that means I'm wrong and I might look for set up, because now remember it's inside the 15 minutes fair value gap as well. See this fair value gap, I wanted it to see disrespect it because it is in 1 hour fair value gap. So I really wanted to see disrespect it because of this 1 hour fair value gap, but from the look of things, let's just see what will happen. Okay, so if it disrespects it, therefore means it's using that 15 minutes fair value gap to at least clear this eye. Okay, let's look at GBP JPY. Okay, it's a nice 15 minutes. Okay, I really want to see it as this is 15 minutes. Remember, fair value gap is a triple candlestick pattern in which if it's a bullish fair value gap, the high of the first candle does not overlap with the low of the third candle. So in the next 5 minutes, okay, I've been stopped out with gold. Let's go back to gold. If we can enter a reverse trend there. Okay, the 15 minutes look good. So now we've been stopped out. I can enter one trade again against that. First of all, since we are stopped out, I can enter the same thing, buys. Then what am I looking at? I want to mitigate that loss. -$4. You see these highs. These highs as well. Okay. So what am I looking at here? Okay, so I just want to see a fair value gap hold here. And if that's hold, that means okay. So I need to mitigate that loss. If this comes here, that's fine. But there's also a minor stuff here, right here. This is rejection block as well. So that's rejection block. Then we also have minor buy side right here. So there's a fair value gap right here as well. So worst come to worst, if I'm wrong, that means I'm stopped out twice, then I go break even. I wanted to add another entry here, right here. Just need to add something there. Press come back here to this 1 minute. I'm adding something there. Then target this rejection block. Take something off and take something off here. And that's the final target. Okay, give it to me. So if it comes all the way back here, then I'll be stopped out. And that will be it for London session. Two stopped out. I've been stopped out the first one. So if it comes back there, that means that's two loss. And it's okay. Okay, another one there. Alright, that's five. So I'm taking three off here. One, one. Okay. Three should be off here. Hmm. That rejection is bad. I needed price to close strongly with green candle. If these three will be triggered, I need price to close strongly. At least above this. Uh, okay. Nice movement there. Want to do that manually so that in case price will use speed and yeah, like that. Hmm. So like I said three will be out there, but with this momentum, I should just uh, now that I've hit the first partial, I can now shift this stop loss a little bit close right there. One should be out at minor buy side. One, okay, right there. Okay, that's it. Then it's okay to be stopped out. I can now move this to break even right there. So guys, you see how I've managed that trade. Now I've mitigated the loss that I took previously. So that's just how to scale out. Forget about the figure in dollars. The most important thing is understanding price action. That's the most important thing, not the money you are making. Understanding price action is the most important thing. It's not the money you are making. The money will come after there's a fair value gap created. Now, what I do is watch price. Can price use this fair value gap that is created now? to support it and clear those liquidity points that I've analyzed with you guys here. It's about to tap into that. Excuse. Now tapped in. So can you use that to support price to clear this buy side, or will it just come all the way and stop me out? Why will it stop me out? It, remember, it has cleared the minor buy side. Minor buy side has been cleared, but now it has tapped into that fair value gap. If it's okay, I want to see it use that to support price and clear this buy side. Look at that reaction at the consequent encroachment. That's the middle point of the fair value gap. So our last wall of defense is thus. Okay. Did you see that? So tell me why I won't be taking partials in my trade. A good trade, a good winning trade can turn to a losing trade. As a scalper, you need to know how to take your partial profits. Very important that you learn that. So I want to see, you see how price came down but still close above the consequent encroachment. If this candlestick does not comes into that, does not breaks below this consequent encroachment, now the midpoint of this fair value gap, there's high chance of price reaching for that our target. So this is how I interpret price. Most of these things you don't even need to a kind of like execute. Now above, anytime price close below this consequent encroachment, that's problematic like that now. That's problematic like that now. That means there's high chance of me being stopped out. So that's why you will always see me take partial profits. Me take partial profits. I don't joke with partial. I want to make, I don't joke with partial. I want to make sure that once I see my out, make sure that once I see my out of the market, of the market. Okay, let's go back to okay, let's go back to G B G B P JPY P JPY. There's a 15 minutes. Oh shit, 15 minutes. Oh shit, it has enters. It has enters. Not the in with the low. Not the in with the low of the pre. Price is doing what the low of the pre. Price is doing what the high that might lead to high that might lead to. See this?